So, good morning. I have a lot of things, obviously, on my plate of this roller coaster ride of my life, and I was thinking about everything I need to do this week, which today I will be protesting outside the courthouse, outside of Adam and Eric's offices, for as long as that I can. And once I get my life in a new order soon, then I can decide what days of the week that I will be going to protest, like, how long, what times, blah, blah, blah. But I was just thinking, so it's really upsetting for me to deal with this with my children and what I have going on. And they're completely oppressed and controlled and abused and manipulated. And I'm just so fucking sick of it. And I was just thinking here, as far as Kristina goes, like, what kind of mother in her late 30s who is a school teacher comes into a public place open to the public and kicks another mother who she is aware is a grieving mother in the ass? Well, I was thinking someone just like Melissa, someone just like Yoha, and where is Kristina from? No offense to anyone from this area, okay? Who's to say I'm not going to be living there someday? I hope not, but maybe. She's from Wilberding. And Melissa is Turtle Creek trash, okay? And this is why these people act like this and do these things, because no one else does stuff like this. Now, my ex, he was making me extremely uncomfortable when we were still living together around Gianna. Why did I have a protection from abuse order from him for 3 years? He's a fucking weirdo. He is a weirdo. I'm worried about my daughter. I'm worried about my kids. They're being completely kept from me and kept from me on the phone, or they stand there and listen and tell my kids what to say and then rip the phone away, hang up. So just think how that makes my child feel. And just think how they felt when they were taken to the doctor's office and vaccinated and told by some woman who is pretending to be their mother and knows nothing about their medical history and obviously has no care and no concern for my children. None. It's all abuse to hurt me. And then we have this crazy judge who's allowing all this to go on. I was trying to leave the abuse, get protected from the abuse. Now I'm in this clusterfuck, me and my kids, 3 years into this shit, 2 years without my children, where King over there on School Road, King of the Castle, is sitting in my house with my cars, my 401k, all my money. But okay, I could walk away from that, even though it's not right. I helped build that life. That's half my life too. But you cannot steal people's children. And this is a man who never even gave two shits about his kids. Forgive me, but he did not. Obviously, he does not. He does not. And I was in one of those groups talking to someone, which anyone, I don't need someone in a freaking divorce group or whatever to tell me this. Everyone who hears this tells me, how can this judge get away with it? She knows all the tricks in the book. Keeping my kids from me over 2 years on a temporary order? I'd say it's final. Hello? And I cannot appeal in a higher court without a final order? And she knows this? She knows this? Well, I'm still trying to appeal. And something better go. Something better happen. Something better happen to give me my kids back. And I'm not going to be able to use these chip clips. But I'll carry it around. I'm going to post my other signs. But how do you think my kids felt participating in a fake bigamist wedding ceremony with their dad? How do you think my kids felt going to this church where their mom took them for years, and that I'm boycotting like never before? I hate this church because they're insane. They're insane. Who does this to children? Who does this to children? Oh, well, then we got Amy Schaefer. We have a whole nother caliber. We don't have the Turtle Creek trash Wilberding, but we got Amy Schaefer, who loves to hurt families too, and obviously Buck too. Because my story is not the only one like this there, is it? No. So are the Townsends, okay? So are the Townsends. Their story is very similar in many ways. Child abusers. But this is the worst child abuse I've ever seen legally allowed to go on. And that's the thing. Legally allowed to go on. I need my kids back. I need this mad woman, Melissa, who punched me in the head. And God only knows what they are doing and saying to my children. God only knows, as they are being completely kept from me. And as you have seen, I'm filing these motions, and the judge does not give a damn. She allows, it's criminal, they're all criminals. She allows him to violate the court order week after week, and this has been going on for over 2 years. It's always something. He never gave two shits. He was the one not showing up to get the kids when he only had them at his request every other Saturday night the first year. That's all he wanted them. The judge even was like a couple months into this, like, do you want to have them every other full weekend? And he whispered to his attorney, no, he cannot do the full weekend, only Saturday night, not Friday and Saturday. I mean, are you kidding me? And then I get on Facebook, and Susan is always showing up on my page. And I know this woman because our kids played sports together. My daughter really liked her daughter. We went to the same pool. Our daughters cheer together, our sons play football together, and our sons have played baseball together. And I remember talking to her about my situation when I first left Geno, and she understanding because her family is mutual friends with Geno's family from back in the day, and she's telling me what awful, horrible, horrible human beings they are. Nick the Blade, the Mafia. So she's telling me this, okay? And I love her daughter.